Hello, my name is Catherine Ramirez. I'm from section 1 and this is my 5th journal. In this journal, I'm going to talk about my learning process. In these 2 units we have studied, which are critical thinking and language and power. Well, at the beginning I had 2 or 3 main points that I wanted to work on. The first one was that I committed myself to be a more organized and responsible person, and that it can be reflected on my texts. I read the text beforehand in the class. Before the class, I highlighted the important parts. I wrote down the words that I didn't know, and not only that, I wrote the meaning and the type of word according to the context in the text. I also wrote down the phonemes, the phonetic, I don't know how to say it, but this thing, and this thing I'm going to talk about it later. This was reflected on my participation in class because I participated a lot. Well, I could have done better, but I participated a lot when I read the text, and I could give my opinion, and it was easy for me to be in class. But then, when I stopped being that organized, I read the text, but I didn't work on it as I did it on the past texts, and therefore it was hard for me to participate in class because I didn't have the knowledge before the class, and I had to understand it in the class right there and make the activity, and it was hard for me. Well, the second point that I wanted to work on was on my phonemes, phonetic phonemes. I don't know how to say it yet, but look, I had, every word that I didn't know that the teacher said, or every new word that I wanted to work on, that I wanted to know, I wrote down the word, then the meaning, the type of word, and then I wrote down the phonetic symbols right down. Therefore, it was easier for me to understand when you gave us this. That was part of the text, and that we had to transcribe, and it was pretty easy for me because I was working on that earlier. The third point is that I wanted to work on my tenses, and I didn't do it, and that is reflected on my task, my short story. Write it at the beginning. It was hard for me because I always got confused between the past tense and the present tense, and that I think that is very, very helpful to know about that, and I'm going to work on that for the next semester, or the next part of this units. Regarding the teaching reflection, the methods that I'm using now, I think that are okay, giving the class a more integral way in which we can use all of our abilities. Sorry, it's hard for me to say that. Speaking, writing, and also that we can work on groups. I think that it's very important because personally I learn more when I'm in group, because I can get to know more opinions or more points of view of the topic we are talking about. Also, I think that can be a negative. They can have a negative side too, because we can work on specific things, like for example transcription, that we worked only on 2 classes, But I think that can be more worked, I don't know, on a whole class, use it only for that. But for now, I think that we are doing okay. At least for me, works. And that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Thank you.